Yo, it's Trent. Hope everyone's having a good day, good week so far. Happy Thursday. And we got the first day of high school football. Went horribly wrong. Story time. So, obviously, this isn't a story where we're robbing anybody or going to any parties, but I promise you, it's still a good one. So, the reason I'm telling this shit's hilarious, okay? So, I played football from when I was young when I started. I was like 7 years old, 8 years old. I played 1 year of flag football, right? And it was fun, but then, I wanted to do tackle. I wanted to do it. I wanted to do it from the start, but they didn't have an age group for me to do it. So it was like, okay, you have to do a year of flag football, then regular football, then then I'll be good after this 1 year, right? So I played flag football, and then boom, from 8 years old to when do you finish middle school? You're like 14, 15, somewhere around there. Let me think. You're in middle school from 12, 13, 14, I think. So, yeah, from like 8 years old, 7, 8 years old to 14, played football, right? So I had an understanding, and I was pretty good. Honestly, I wasn't the best, but I was pretty good because I was always an older lighter, which means I would play with kids that were always like a year or two younger than me, sometimes even more. Like it would range. So, like I would never have anyone in the same grade as me, right? When I played on these teams, they'd all be a year younger or 2 years younger. Now in middle school, what does that mean? That means if you're an eighth grader playing against sixth graders, you're gonna fuck some shit up, right? Or if you're a sixth grader and you're playing fourth graders, you get what I'm saying, right? I always had this unfair advantage because I weighed so little. And so I always was a running back or receiver, and it was just score, score, score. It was awesome, right? Well, I thought it would be like that in high school. I really did, okay? It wasn't. It wasn't. So, very, very first day of high school practice, right? It starts in summer before you even get to high school. So, I hadn't been in my high school yet, besides for like orientation, right? I don't even know what I'm doing. And we need to show up there for, I can't remember, I don't think it was 2 days yet, but we had to show up, go inside the school and meet at the weight room at like 7 a.m., right? And we were going to be doing this all summer. But for the first day, they're like, okay, come inside. We'll show you where to go. Meet at the weight room at 7 a.m. And then we lift for 2, 3 hours. And then we go outside for 2, 3 hours. And then you get to go home, right? Until we start two-a-days, which means you practice for 3 hours in the morning. You go home, shower, maybe nap, eat something. Then you have to go to practice for 3 more hours. It sucked, right? But so it's our very first day, right? And I get dropped off with my friend. It's me and my bro. We're gonna walk in there, and I'm expecting, like, yeah, I'm expecting the size of a football team in there, right? Like, there's gonna be like 20, 30 kids, right? Nope, dude. You walk in there, there's like 80 to 90. Like, it is just lit in there, right? Like, and I was nervous. I walked in with my bro, but like I knew a couple people, but not really. And there's like 90 dudes. We're all the same age, and I'm pretty damn small compared to the rest of them. So I'm like, shit, bro, this is not that great. This is not gonna go well, right? Like we need to see what's going on here. Now, here's how we started, okay? They start with trying to get everybody set up for lifting, right? They're like, okay, you're gonna get in groups of people where you look the same strength, right? Like same size people, go with the same size people. We're gonna each go to a weight bench and then we'll figure it out, right? Dude, there was this dude on our team, okay? He had never played football before. Yeah, I don't think he even played many sports before, okay? And I didn't know he existed before this moment, okay? You wanna know how he introduced himself to the team? And listen, when you're meeting all these dudes, you don't wanna do something stupid. You don't wanna look stupid because then you're gonna be the one that gets made fun of for however long. You don't wanna be that person that messes up, right? There was this dude that walked into the weight room with full cleats on, dude. Like he had full cleats on. The worst part about it was they weren't even football cleats. They were like soccer cleats or baseball cleats or something, which is fine. I mean, I get it. Like, you'd rather have cleats than no cleats when you're playing. I'm not dissing him for that. I know things get difficult with money. I get that part, right? I get that. I'm not dissing on him for that. What I'm dissing on him for is he really had no idea he was supposed to have different shoes on for indoors, right? So the coach immediately starts ripping on him. Like within the first 10 minutes of us all being there, he's like, why in the hell do you have cleats on, right? So everybody starts laughing and he's ripping into this dude. It's like, damn, okay, it's kind of brutal, but I get it. Like, you don't want to mess up here, or else you're gonna hear it, right? Well, then there's a kid, and this one's really messed up. This is messed up on the coach because no one knew yet, right? But this dude that was about to get chewed out, not the one with the cleats, but a different one, this dude had autism, like pretty hard. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I know it's a spectrum, so I would say probably like 6 out of 10. He could have been worse off, right? Like he could take care of himself in certain senses, but he had some emotional issues, right? Now we didn't know that. The coach didn't know that, so when everybody's trying to get a workout going and everybody starts like we knew what we were doing now, we got it rolling, right? So we're like an hour into the weightlifting stuff. This dude starts panicking, right? Like it's his turn to lift to do a lift. I can't remember what the lift was, but it had something to do with dumbbells. I think we had to do some like weird workout, okay? And he just couldn't grasp it. Like everybody else understood what we needed to do. This autistic kid didn't, right? But we didn't know. No one knew he was autistic yet, okay? Like you could sense. I know you can sense these things sometimes, but it's just a hectic morning. There's like 90 kids, and then there's a whole bunch of not teachers, coaches, a whole bunch of coaches, right? This dude can't figure out how to do the lift, right? And every time the coach tries to help him, he like panics. He's like, I got it, I got it, I got it, I got it, right? And he just wants to be left alone from the coach. The coach starts ripping him out, dude, because he doesn't know how to do the workout. And he's like, so you don't know how to do it, and you're not gonna ask for help. Are you stupid? Like he's calling him stupid, dude. And this kid starts like panicking, like he's trying to do everything so fast that he's messing up. He's dropping stuff, he's knocking stuff over. Dude, the coach just starts screaming at him, like full pressure, full screaming at him like a drill sergeant in his face, dude. He's like, why are you showing up to football if you can't even follow the simplest of rules, like the simplest of things? We're just trying to help you get strong. We're trying to tell you to do this. Dude, this dude starts crying and just dips out, right? Damn, okay. So we lived for another like an hour and a half. Well, now we're going outside, all right? We go outside and we didn't have full pads. I mean, I think we already had done that where you get like some of your stuff, but we didn't have full pads yet. You know, that comes you wait a minute. You have to like do a certain amount of practice without pads before you have pads on. But we had like helmets, I think, but nothing else. Something like that. Like we had helmets, cleats, but nothing else, okay? We go out there, and once we went out there, they had the autistic kid come back, right? And I still don't think the coaches knew. But we start doing skill position groups, right? So like how I said I was a running back receiver, I had to choose that day. Well, which one are you gonna be? And maybe I should have chose running back, right? But I chose receiver because I was like, that's four more chances to play, right? Like there's only gonna be one starting running back on the team, but there's like one, two, three, four receivers that will be starting, right? So I picked receiver because like, hey, better chance to play, right? Didn't help me too much, but I'm telling you that because we had to go catch balls, right? Right away, this is our position group, go catch balls, right? The running backs are doing running drills and the quarterbacks are doing passing drills, right? We were working with the quarterbacks as the receivers, okay? Well, the linemen are all doing blocking drills. That autistic kid, I don't really know what he would have been. He probably honestly was more of like a tight end or like maybe a receiver, but they put him on offensive line because he just wasn't very good. So they have him going against these big boys, these strong big boys. Okay, it's the first day of practice ever, okay? And all they're doing is like those drills you see, the ones that are coming out right now of defensive and offensive players like for the draft, you know, where it's just one-on-ones, where it's just defensive end versus offensive lineman. Can you get to the coach? Can you get to the quarterback, right? So the autistic dude, he is the offensive lineman in the drill, right? And they have a big boy paired against him, like a big D end, right? So it's like, okay, when the whistle blows, the autistic dude has to block him, and the other dude has to get around him, right? That's the drill. Well, the big boy doesn't go around him. He gets low, picks up the autistic dude and full on slams him, dude. Now, when he slammed the autistic dude's falling backwards like this, and then his arm, I don't know what he was thinking, he put his arm back like this. So when he gets slammed down, dude, he starts screaming, like full on bloody murder scream. His arm was broken. First day of practice has gone horribly wrong. Now, this dude snapped his arm. So the trainer's right there, they pick him up. We go inside, and the coach canceled the rest of practice. They were like, no more practice. This is not how we want to start, right? So, isn't that wild, dude? For the first day of high school football, like, you got a dude who's wearing cleats indoors. That's fucking who does that, right? Like who does that? And then you got an autistic dude that's getting screamed at. You like you could sense there was something up with him. So you felt bad for the guy. He's getting screamed at by the coach. And then he breaks his arm and they cancel practice. First day, it's like, whew, that just set the tone for high school football. That was like, okay, this is not going to be too much fun. This is the coaches take it so damn serious. And I get it. Like, it's their job. Like, if they don't do well, they may have a different coach one day, right? I get it. But, like, these are kids, dude. You got to chill a little bit. And they were not chill, not any bit. But, yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Sub, share, like, comment, check out my other things. If you're going through something, need someone to talk to for real, I answer all positive comments. And my Insta is linked in the bio of my whole YouTube. Just go there, DM me. You're not alone. Peace out.